Okay, everybody read.
The boarding school has sufficient food for 600 students for 3 weeks. How long would it would last if additional 200 students are admitted?
So this boarding school has 600 students. Then 200 students were admitted. Extra 200 were admitted. So it means from 600, the number of students go to what?
800.
Okay. So
600 students. So
600 students
equals to
okay, 600 students. They ate the food in how many days?
2 weeks.
Okay, in 3 weeks. So when additional 200 students are were registered into the school, the students will now be what?
800 students equals to 600 times 0 over 800. Zero cancel zero.
Now, because this is not direct proportion but indirect proportion, it will be 3 times 600 divided by
800.
so that is 3 times 600 over 800. Zero cancel.
Zero cancel zero.
What's this?
6 times 3. 3 times 2 can go.
2, yeah.
4 3 2 4. You got the 2 1/4 weeks.
Okay, 9 over 4 weeks, the same thing as 2
4 weeks.
Okay, Favor, why is this in direct proportion and not direct? Stand up. Why is this an indirect proportion and not direct? I can't hear you. Huh? Whatever, why is this indirect proportion and not direct? Yes, the students increase. There is an increase here from 600 to what?
800.
But we'll see a decrease in the number of weeks from 3 to 2 whole number 1 over 4. Because there is an increase here and a decrease here, it is not a direct proportion. Right? Right? That is the basic way to learn direct or to know direct and indirect proportion. From just looking at it, you will know when the number of students increase, they will not take more weeks to finish the food. Favor, sit down. They will take lesser weeks. If 600 students are eating a bag of rice for 3 weeks, if I make the students 6,000 students, you should know that the bag of rice will only last for 1 day. It cannot stop to 3 weeks, is it not? So increasing the students decreases the number of days the food will last. Increase here, decreases here. That is indirect proportion. But when increase here, increases here, or decrease here, decreases here, that's direct proportion. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, another way is that you'll be hearing things like men,
Day, walk, and food.
Walk,
And food.
time, which is weeks.
And food.
Okay. Days also has to do with time or weeks, as the case might be. So be hearing things like this. Be hearing things like this. Men in this case represents what? Students. Okay. Weeks in this case represent days or time. Do you get that? When you're hearing things like so and so number of students or 3 girls, they are doing a piece of work for 5 days, your mind should tilt towards indirect proportion. Is that okay? Okay. So number 2. So that's option 1, please.
B.
Number 2, read.
If a battery has enough energy to operate 8 toy cars for 1 hour, for how long would the battery operate 15 toy cars?
1 minute. Number 2, write number 2 and solve.
야구 소리가 없어.
What's the answer?
11.2 grams.
Okay. Read again, please. If
a battery has enough energy to operate 8 toy cars for 21 hours.
So 8 toy cars are operated for 21 hours with this battery. How many toy cars? 8 toy cars are operated for 21 hours with this battery. So eight toy cars I've told her to stay here, not that she say, my friend, come here. 8 toy cars operated for how long?
21 hours.
Okay. Now, the question is saying, for how long could the battery operate, the same battery operate 15 toy cars? So if we have 15 toy cars, now the question we'll ask ourselves is, did the number of toy cars increase?
Yes.
The duration the battery will last, will it increase or decrease?
Decrease.
It will decrease now. Because you have added more toy cars, the battery will die quicker. Is it not? So what kind of proportion is that? Because there is an increase here, but there should be a decrease here. So we're going to do this times this, divided by this, right? So that's 8 times. Talk to me. 8 times what?
5 to the
3 here.
5.
3 here.
7.
So what do we have?
56 is 5.
Was it left in decimal?
Yeah.
Decimal. Okay. 5 here. 5 into 1 cannot, so put a point. That one becomes 10. 5 into 10. So it's going to last for 11.2 hours. Is that how they left the answer?
Yes.
Okay, but if I want the answer in hours and minutes, what will it be? I want the answer in hours and minutes. Good luck, sit properly. I want the answer, Shidera. I want the answer in hours and minutes. Convert.
11 hours, 12.
Hours and minutes.
Huh? What was this woman saying? Are you present here? Faithfulness. Did you hear my question? I want this answer in hours and minutes. So we have 11 hours. Then we'll convert 0.2 hours to minutes, is it not?
Yes.
0.2 hours to minutes is 0.2 times 60. And 0.2 times 60 is 2 times 6, and that's 12. So that's 11 hours, 12 minutes. They can also leave the answer this way. Is that okay?
Okay, I said 12 minutes. Know what I said?
Number 3.
One to 50,000.
1 is to 50,000. Read again.
Akbar is 72 kilometers. How far one is to 50,000.
Everybody solve. 1 minute. I've told you the best way to learn is to participate. If you are not reading when I say read, or I'm asking a question and not responding, you are not learning effectively. You are simply doing yourself. It's as you respond, you answer questions, you understand it better. Okay, read everybody.
The distance from Oga to Akbar is 32 kilometers. How far apart will they be on the scale? It's 50,000.
Okay, on the map, the scale is 1 meter represents 50,000 meters. Okay, on the map, 1 meter on the map is equivalent to 50,000 meters on the ground. That's what that scale means. Okay, if you are to travel on land, when you travel 50,000 meters, is the same as 1 meter on the map. So if the map is telling you that from, is it Ogan? From Ogan to Akbar, if it's telling you that on the map you measure it and you have 1 meter, what it means is that on the ground, on land, if you are to travel, you will travel 50,000 meters. That's what this scale means. Do you get that? Do you get that? Yes. Okay, so that's why they said it's 1 is to 50,000. So if this is the scale, they are saying that from Ogan to Akbar is 32 kilometers, right? Yes. And you know 32 kilometers is what?
220.
32,000 meters. On ground, on land, if you want to travel between Ogan and Akbar, you will travel 32,000 meters. Do you get that? So on ground, on land, you have 32,000 meters. What will be the corresponding distance on the map? So if this is 32,000 meters, What will be the corresponding distance on the
32
map?
times 1 over 4.
So that will give us what?
32.
This times this divided by this. So that will be what?
32
Times 1 is same thing.
over.
Talk to me.
0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0, 0 cancel 0.
So I left with what?
32 over 50 equals to 0.64. Multiply by 100. Move your point.
This is 0.64.
Yes.
0.64 meters is in what?
Meters.
But looking carefully, they left the answer in what? Yes, good morning. They left the answer in what?
Centimeters.
In centimeters. Kunle, you are late. Kunle, you are late. So how do you convert to centimeter?
You multiply by 100.
So times 100.
Then you move your point 2
So
times.
move twice.
1, 2 equals to 64 centimeters.
Please talk. Talk. Favor. You are not talking.
I'm not seeing the option. That's why I know how to do.
Talk. Head boy. Talk. Are you hearing me? Igbo no. Everybody talk. This is, I'm telling you the secret. You want to learn it very well. Talk. As we are writing between 32,000, say 32,000. Be saying it that way. It will, you understand it better than keeping quiet. When you talk, you use more of your sense organs. You use your mouth, you use your ears, you use your eyes. Do you understand? But if you are not talking, you're only looking and hearing. You're only using 2. And when you talk, you add another one. You use 3 now. And to learn, the more of your sense organs you use, the better you learn. What are your 5 sense organs? Yes, the more of your sense organs you use, the better you learn. So if you are only using your ears, for example, you will not learn as effectively as using your eyes and your ears. Using your ears, take for instance, you are listening to a lecture. Okay, take for instance, now somebody is tuned into this lecture and the person is listening to what I'm saying. The person will not learn as much as if the person was seeing the video. So he's watching it with the eyes and also seeing it with the listening with the ears. And of course, the person will learn better if you are seeing it with your eyes, hearing with your ears, then also talking with your mouth, following up. So the more sense organs you use, the better you learn. So this is why I like everybody talking. Prince, I'm talking there, you're putting your head down, doing your own thing. Please, I need everybody talking. If you look very well, those talking, they keep learning. Have you noticed your river has improved? He has started listening to me to talk. So the more he talks, the better he will become. Faithfulness, please talk. Everybody. I need you to talk anywhere you are in the class. If you are talking, you will follow up from where you are. Number 4.
Calculate the total amount in his account after 4 years.
We are looking for amount now, not simple interest, right?
Yes.
So you know what to do. Solve. Okay, I know what to do. So to make everybody talk, I'll be moving the mic from 6 to 6. Now I need you to respond so that your voice will get in there. No. Solve. Keep on solving. Don't run to the side of your notes. Solve. Keep on solving. Yeah, welcome. About we always find a way. That's not an issue. We always find a way. No, let us stay there. We always find a way. I saw this one on the table. Take. Give the other one back to return one. You can use that one permanently till it finishes. The person left it. Or till the person comes for it. What's the answer?
9,045.
What's the simple interest after calculation?
Simple interest equals 2,295
Naira, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let us pick the data and solve. Number 4. What's the principle? 700 how?
15.
Rate is what?
8.5%.
8.5%.
Yes.
Time?
4 years.
So simple interest becomes what?
Time over 100.
Principal is what?
6,750.
Rate is what?
8.5 times 4 over 100.
Okay. So when you have decimal points, this one of the easiest ways to eliminate the decimal. So that gives you 85 over 10, right?
Yes.
That is 8.5 times 4, then over this 100, right?
Yes.
Let this 0 cancel this.
0.
Good. It will be easier to multiply the 2, these 3, then move your points. Hope you know. Hope you know. Or you want us to cancel? Can we cancel?
Yes.
Okay, let's cancel. 4 here. 4 here.
25.
Good. 5 here. 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 So I left to it. Please, when you multiplied, what did you get? 2,295. So that's the simple interest. But they are asking for amount. So how do you get amount? Take, I can't hear your voice and that mic is with you. Tega, how do we get amount? I can't hear you. Okay, what's the simple interest now? What's the principal? So add the two. 9,045. Option number 5. Solve it. Okay, time up. What's the answer?
39 minutes.
Okay, read the question, please.
An athlete is running at a speed of 8 kilometers per hour for a distance of 1,200 meters. Find the time taken in minutes.
So we have the speed, we have the distance, we are looking for time, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's number 5. Am I right? Speed is what?
Distance over time.
The data.
8 kilometers per hour.
8 kilometers per hour, right?
Yes.
The distance.
It's 5,200 meters.
5,200
Meters.
Now because the speed here has kilometers, we need to change this to kilometers. So divide with 1,000 and that'll be what?
5.2.
So that's 5.2 kilometers, right?
Yes. Speed equal to
We are looking for.
time.
Now if we get our time will be in what? Hours. Take note. If we calculate for time using kilometers per hour as our speed, our time will be in what? So we now say speed
Equals to distance over time. 8 equals to 5.2 over 8.
So what's the speed? 8 is equal to distance 5.2 over t. So what do we do?
Plus multiply.
8t is equal to,
5.2.
I can't tell your voice, head boy. Divide both sides by,
8.
so t becomes what?
5.2 over 8 equals to 0.
So t becomes 5.2 over 8. If we remove our point, one place here and one place here, we can easily cancel. So t becomes what?
52/80.
Good. Igbo, I can't hear your voices. Talk. I'm giving you the trick, the simple secret. Talk. I'm not hearing. If you are talking, I'm not hearing. So talk so I can hear. So we can cancel now. 2 into 5.
2 1.
2 into 12.
6.
2 into 80.
40.
2 into 26.
13.
2 into
20.
40, 20. So that gives us what?
13/20 equals to
13 over 20. But if you look carefully, the answer is left in minutes. Hope. The answer is left in what? So we need to convert from hours to minutes. How do you convert from hours to minutes?
Multiply by 60.
How do you convert from hours to minutes?
Multiply by 60.
If you have 2 hours, you want to convert it to minutes. Is it not 2 times 60? You're not giving 120 minutes, right? So irrespective of what the figure of the hours is, just multiply it by 60, you convert it to minutes. So we multiply whatever we have here in hours by 60 and we'll convert it to minutes. So it will be 13 over 20 times 60. Now if you look at the way they said mathematics, listen, one of the ways they said mathematics, they set it such that it should be easy. As in, the thing should cancel out most of the time. It's only on 1 or 2 occasions that the questions will not easily cancel out, especially if you are writing JAM. For JAM, they will set it such that it will keep cancelling out. Like take for instance, they will set this question that at the end of the day you have 20 here, so that when you do 13 over 20 times 60, that 20 can just easily cancel 60, and that is 3. Do you understand? They will not do it such that after you finish simplifying, you'll be having 13 over 19. Because they know that case now, you'll be needing so much power and much energy to cancel if you don't have a calculator. So they'll do it such that your brain can just easily work it out. So 20 into 60 is 3, right? Yeah. So we're left with 13 times 3. 13 times 3. 39 minutes. 39 minutes.
Excuse me.
Okay, take the mic to the next. Number 6.
The result is -18. What was the original number?
Read again, please.
Take off a number, multiply it by 6, and subtract 120. The result is -18. What was the original number?
Solve, please. 1 minute. Miss Blessing, there are the assessment, how is it going? Are we marking it? Okay. Don't forget you are using it for second test. So start collating your scores. Listen up, just to your exams any day I like. As I just come to classes like this, I can decide to project it, and you have done that one that day. So if you are waiting for one special thing to happen to get ready, it means you don't know who you are dealing with. I can decide now to just give you maths exam or English exam, and that one is done. So you should be ready at every time. What did I say? In fact, just get ready. Next week you must write some. I will not wait the exam week. I will be giving you at times you are not expecting, so that it will be impromptu, and you can be getting ready for whatsoever that is hitting you part time. Number 6, what's the answer?
17.
Think of a number multiplied by 6 and subtract 120. The result is minus 18. What was the original number? Let the number be what?
X.
Then multiplied by 6. So say, let the number be x. So you think of the number x multiplied by 6, that's 6x. Then subtract 120. The result is minus 18. Subtract 120. It becomes what? The result is what? Are we together?
Yes.
So we collect
6x equals to minus 18.
minus 120 crosses over to give you.
120.
So 6x is equal to what?
102 divided by 6.
So
X equals to 70.
6, yeah?
17.
So the number must be 17. Is this number 6? So the number must be 17. Number 7. Solve, please. Open bracket x plus 3 close bracket square is equal to open bracket x plus 2 close bracket square plus 3 square. Have you solved it? You have solved it too. Have you solved it? Solve now. Remember, I solved it. Remember, my guy is on fire. That's how I want everybody to be. I just want to see that you are learning. That's all my concern. That everybody is learning. New routine. Solve that for me. Huh? Victoria. Victoria Aceta. Victoria Aceta. Victoria Aceta. Victoria Aceta. Aluta. Continua. Right? Aluta, continua, aluta, continua, Victoria, aceta, Victoria, aceta, aluta, continua, alu. When you get to university, you understand what I'm saying. It is the student slang for undergraduates. The SUG slang. That is like the student's motto for undergraduates. Every undergraduate in Nigeria, Aluta continua, Victoria etc. The struggle continues, victory is sure. Victory is certain. Victory is sure. Victory is certain. Okay, solve for x in the equation x plus 3 all squared is equal to x plus 2 all squared plus 3 squared. So can we solve together, please? Okay, let's solve. Number 7. It says what?
X plus 3 all squared equals to 1 plus x plus 2 plus x squared.
So let's square. This is what?
X plus 3 x plus 3.
I want to hear your voices.
X plus 2
3 squares, simply 9. Let's not waste time, right?
Yes.
3 squares, 3 times 3, and that's 9. So I told you how to factorize, rather how to expand, how to expand. We're expanding now. It will be this times this times this, right?
Yes.
Then this times this times this, right?
Yes.
Then you now do the same here. This times this times this times this times this. So s times s is what? S times 3
plus 3x
yes, good. Victoria, I'm hearing your voice. 3 times s
plus 3x
3 times 3 is what?
plus 9.
So let's do for this. S times s s times 2
plus
2 times s
plus
2 times 2.
plus
So that gives us if you carry x squared over, it becomes x squared plus s squared, and that cancels itself. So it is 6x plus 9 is equal to, collect like, carry this over is what?
6x minus 4x
Carry this over.
30 minus 9.
Okay, 6x minus 4x.
2x equals to 30 minus 9.
Divide both sides by
X equals
s equal to
to
2. S equal to 2. Number 8.
If the perimeter is 36 centimeters,
1 minute. Have you solved it? Prof, have you solved it?
I solved it.
What did you get?
4.5 centimeters.
4.5?
Yes.
We'll see. Have you solved the good luck? Make sense out of it now. Faithfulness, have you solved it? Florence. Okay, everybody, let's read. The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. Hope you know width is something as breadth too.
Yes.
Okay? Look up, everybody. The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. What did you get? Okay, good. This is English language. If you understand English language, you solve this. You just change this thing to mass. The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. So if the width is b, the length will be 3b. Do you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said?
Yes.
If the width, which is the breadth, if we call it b, it means that the length must be 3b, because it's written here that the length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. So if the width is b or w or whatever I want to call it, the length must be 3b. Then you are given the perimeter. Use the length and the breadth that you have to calculate that perimeter, and you have your answer. Okay, so let's go. Everybody read it again, please.
The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width.
So if the width if we call it, is it 8? Okay. If we call the width, okay, I can call it anything I want. If we call it W, it means the length is what? That's what it simply says. The length of a rectangle is 3 times the width. So if the width has a particular length of whatsoever, the length of that rectangle must be 3 of that length. And we're given the perimeter of the rectangle. What's the perimeter? 36. Is it 36 centimeters or meters? Okay, perimeter of a rectangle is what?
2 open bracket length of breadth. 36 3W plus W.
36 is equal to 3
W plus W plus 3 equals to 6 bracket 4W. Then equals to 8W. Divide by 8. 36 over 8 equals to 4.5. 36 over 8.
2 here. 2 here.
18.
2 here. 2 here. Oh, cannot. 9 over 2, which is what? So the width is number 9.
The angles of a triangle ABCI ratio of 1 ratio 3 ratio 5. Find the highest angle of the triangle.
1 minute. 1 minute, please. Keep quiet.
They are going for three pence.
What's the answer?
100 degrees.
The largest angle has the ratio what?
5.
Okay, the largest angle has the ratio 5 in the triangle. So that will be 5 over the total. 1 plus 3. 4 plus 5. So it will be 5 over the total of the ratios, which is 5 over 9 times total of total degree of angles in a triangle is what?
180 degrees.
So it's 5 over 9 times 180, right?
Yes. Nine
5 times 20.
7 degrees.
So the biggest angle is 100 degrees. Hope you know you can calculate for the other angles.
Yes, sir.
And hope you know that you can construct the triangle knowing the 3 angles.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Number 10. Read it again. I was telling people that this is why I like Cowbell Mathematics, the application of things like this. 1 minute. Let's be fast, please. I need to get to question 20, or rather the last, I don't know the last question. How wonderful, oh glorious. Have you solved it? 27. It's not there. Prof, have you solved it? Have you solved it? What did you get? 27. Can be. Okay, listen up. There are 3 people involved here. What are their names? Bako. Is it Kojo? Now look up. Bako is 2 years older than Kojo. Listen. If you know this first thing I want to do now, you will solve it. It's not difficult. It's just this first thing I want to do, so I need to pay attention. Bako is 2 years older than Kojo, who is 7 years older than Kofi. So if Kofi's age is K, if Kofi's age is what? K. Of course in years, K years. Kofi is K years old. How old will be Kojo? How old will be Kojo? 7 plus K, because Kojo is 7 years older than Kofi. So if Kofi is K years old, Kojo will be 7 plus K years old. Do you understand? If Kofi is 8 years, Kojo will be 7 plus 8 years, because Kojo is 7 years older than Kofi. 8 plus 8, 15. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So add Kofi's age to 7, you'll get Kojo's age. Then how old will be Bako?
2 plus K. 2 plus K.
Read, Bako. Read. Hey. Bako is what?
2 years older than Kojo.
So how old is Bako?
2 plus K.
What do you say?
9K.
No. You didn't read it. Read again, Bako.
Bako is 2 years older than Kojo.
Hey, stop there. You should know where I want, what I want. Bako is 2 years older than Kojo. So how old is Bako? Yes? What are you saying? Huh? Oh, listen now. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me use figures. Kofi is 8. Kojo will be
15.
Bako will be what?
17.
Bako will be what?
17.
Because I said Bako is 2 years older than Kojo, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, if you can do it with figures, you can do it with alphabets. How old will be Bako? Say it again. It is 2 plus Kojo's age now. What are you thinking? Whatsoever Kojo's age is, add 2 to it. Thank you, Igbunu. That's why I like you talking. I know you can reason like them. It will be, it's not 2 plus K, it's 2 plus Kojo's age. Bako is 2 years older than Kojo. So anything that is Kojo's age, add 2 to it, you get Bako's age. Why are you going to add 2 to Kofi's age? Did I say Bako is 2 years older than Kofi? Did I say Bako is 2 years older than Kofi? No. Then why are you now doing that? They said Bako is 2 years older than Kojo, so it will be 2 plus whatever Kojo's age is. Does it make sense? Yes. And of course, if you look at this critically, is what? So Bako's age is what? K plus 9. Kojo's age is what?
K plus 7.
Kofi's age is what?
Yes.
So if you know Bako, Kofi, Kojo and Kofi, then they're not telling you that their combined age is 61. Find Kojo. So I've helped you solve it. Their combined age. You know what combined means?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? The answer is what? Bless you. J1, this week is more like orientation from Monday next week to be fire for fire. From Mondays next week it will be what? Yes, to be fire for fire. So get ready. Actually, Mr. Fred is not supposed to be in school this week. I actually was expecting him next week. So what I planned, the original plan, I'm going back to it from Monday next week. And it will be fun. But if you are enjoying the class so far, you are seeing how secondary school looked like. Not you guys. Your orientation has passed for them. You're already beginning to see how interesting secondary school looks like. Yes, it's interesting. It's a school where you use more of your brain. You think more maturely. Okay, drop your hands. So you don't think anymore like you're in primary school. You think like you are in secondary school. The way you think is different. Okay, so the sum, if their combined age is 61 years, find the age of Kojo. Kojo representing K. So if we add these 3 years, K, Bakos, Kojo, and Kofi, we get 61. So let's add. Bako is what?
K plus 9.
Kojo is what?
K plus 7.
Kofi is what?
K.
If you add the 3, you have what?
61.
K plus K plus K.
3K plus
9 plus 7
60
equals to
61.
What should I do? 3K is equal to
61 minus 60.
which is what?
45.
Divide both sides by
3.
K is equal to.
50.
So K represents Kofi's age. What if you were asked to get Kojo's age? What will it be?
22.
Yes, to be 7 plus 15. Right? Then what of Bako's age?
24.
Number 11, read.
A straight line ABC is 5 meters long. If AB ratio BC equals to 2:5, find the length of AB.
Read again.
A straight line ABC is 5 meters long. If AB ratio BC equals to 2:5, find the length of AB.
1 minute. What did you get? What did you get, Carol? What did you get, Oriva? Who got the difference, sir? What did you get? There's a trick there. If you fall for that trick, you get the answer Carol first got to. There's a trick there. Okay, read the question.
A straight line ABC.
So there's a straight line. This number what, please?
Number 11.
There's a straight line. A, B, C.
3.
And we're told that the length of this straight line is what?
5 centimeters.
5 centimeters.
5 meters.
5 meters. Okay. We're given the ratio of the sides. Look, flourish, look. We're given the ratio of the sides. We're told that AB ratio BC is what?
5.
2.
Ratio 5.
So AB ratio BC is.
Ratio 5.
So AB, which is from here to here, ratio BC, which is from here to here, is 2 ratio 5.
5.
We're now told to get what? The length of
AB.
But you have the length of AC. What's the length of A to C?
5.
So when it is the full length, it is 5. And when it is the full length, what is the full ratio?
7.
When it is ratio 7. When it is ratio 7, this is for ratio. When it is ratio 7, you have 5 meters. Therefore, AB When it is ratio, what's the ratio for AB?
2.
How many meters are you going to get?
Yours 2 times 5 over 7.
J1, look up. You can understand what we are doing. Look up. It's proportion. The full length of this line ABC is 5 meters. So that full length also represents the full ratio. And the full ratio is 2 plus 5, which is 7. So when it is 5 meters, the ratio is 7. Now AB, which we are trying to look for the length, has a ratio of 2. So when that ratio is now 2, ratio to ratio column, you can easily get the length by using proportion. Like I keep telling you, proportion is all in mathematics. If you understand proportion, you can solve majority of maths, because everything about mathematics is you are sizing them into various proportions. So that will give you what?
2 times 5 over 7 equals to 10 over 7. So 9 over 1 over 7.
How glorious, how wonderful, my Savior's blood, victorious. Option E, 1 over 3 over 7 meters. Number 12. Take the stuff to the next seat, please. Is that already good? Read again from the beginning. I like that you took initiative.
If a floor by 20 meters is covered by square tiles of size 20 centimeters, calculate how many tiles are needed.
Solve. River, what? Did I said what? Peter, don't start. Are you hearing me? Don't just start. How did you get? 2,000. What did you get, Carol? Wrong. Wrong. What do you guys mean, J2? We have seen questions like this. From that, the other past question, that NECO past question, we have seen a question like this. And that reminds me, where's that NECO past question? Hope it's on your shelf, because it's been long I use it. You know what I'm asking of for? Please, you guys should locate it for me. It should be on your shelf. It's been long I used it. Okay, read the question for me. Everybody reads the question. Okay, explain to me what we should do. Sorry? No, that's not what I'm asking. Explain to me what we should do to get the number of tiles. I not say solve it. At least you should know what to do. Eh? What do you say? What happened to it? Carol, stand up. Tell me what I should do. So what? To do what with? Why? If you convert it so that, what will you now do? Shut up your mouth and sit down. Prof, how should I solve it? Huh? Area of the floor, huh? What are you trying to do? Just tell me what. If you tell me what you are trying to do before you start calculating, forget the 20 times 20. Tell me what you are trying to do. Tell me how to get the number of tiles that can fit into this room. Forget the figures. Just tell me, because you have to know this one before you start using figures. If you are trying to use figures and you don't know what I'm asking you now, you are trying to guess. You don't even know what you are doing. You are just trying to guess, which is what most of you did. Most of you, that 2,000 you got, you guessed. When I mean you guessed, it's not like you did not solve. You did 5 times 20. You now divided it by this thing again. Is it divide or times by 20 or something? Ebube. Forget the figures. Did you read the question? Did you read the question? Okay, if you guys didn't read the question, this is the question. There is a room. They want to put tiles inside the room, fit tiles inside the room. How can they calculate the number of tiles that can enter the room? That's what the question is saying. There is a room. They want to put tiles. So they want to go and buy the tiles. How would they know that to buy 20 tiles or 40 tiles or 50 tiles?
Length of the room, the size.
Or whatever. Huh? No. That question was football field. They were the question has come to my head. They were trying to put what? Bar soap in the football field. What are people not saying? Is it in your new general mass or in that this thing? Huh? It's the new general mass, right? It was the new general mass. So how come? No, I will not tell you people this one. Where's that king? What nonsense! That I can remember how long I took explaining it. Now I've met something similar. You cannot reproduce it. Yes. If I give you one from here, you understand the mistake you made. Somebody else. Yes.
Calculate the area of the tiles and divide.
It's divide, not times. I don't understand. You want to know how many we fit in. So calculate the area of the big room. Then calculate the area of the small tiles. The area of the big room divided by the area of the small tiles will tell you the number of tiles that can enter. It's as simple as if you don't know this one, you will just be guessing. You just be guessing. It was soap that day, and we said you first look at the full field, calculate the area of the field. Then you now calculate the area of the small soap. I could remember drawing it on the board. Then now putting the small soap inside. So you must calculate the area of the room, then calculate the area of the tiles. Then you divide to know the number of tiles that can fit into that room. Please keep your pen well. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay, now I've explained to you. Solve. Sir.
All of you come in. All of you come. Since you want to stand, you stand. All of you come. All of you march. You don't like sitting down, you want to go. All of you march. Ella, let us stand close. You don't like sitting down. Stand. You don't want that to
What's the answer? What's the answer? Oh, what's the answer? Okay, what's the area of the floor? Please give me the right unit. What's the area of this 100 meters square now? You are told the length and the breadth of the floor. So you multiply those two, you get the area of the floor, right? Yes. What's the area of the tile?
400.
What's the area of the tile? Oh God. What's the area of the tile? My friend, talk if you want to talk. What's the area of the tile? 400 watts. What's the area of the tile? Say it again and say it well this time.
400 centimeters square.
400 centimeters square is the area of the tile, right? Would have just divided and just gotten an answer, but the problem is that the area of the floor is in meters square, the area of the tile is in watts. So you can actually convert from centimeter square to meter square, and I've showed you people how to do it. I don't know if you can still remember, but if you have forgotten, convert this one to meters first before you get the area. What did you get?
2,500.
Yes, the answer is 2,500. Let's solve so we won't take all the time. Okay, for the floor, the area is what? Is it 5 and 20? 5 meters by 20 meters, and that gives us 100 meters square. Okay, for the tile now, the everything said is important. Michelle, everything said is important. We were told that the tile is a square tile, meaning that the length of the tile is same as the breadth of the tile. So if you are most tiles are square, not all though, but this one they told you is square, so you should know that the length is same as the breadth. So if this is it 20? If this is side is 20, this side must be 20 cm. So to get the area, it will be 20 times 20 because it's a square, L square. But we need to convert it to meters so that it can match with these meters. So convert to meters, convert 20 centimeters to meters. What will it be?
0.2.
Good. So it will be 0.2 meters by 0.2 meters. So what is this area?
0.04.
0.2 times 0.2, which is what?
0.04
meters
square.
So you have a big floor, very big floor. Then you want to arrange these tiles inside. how many of these tiles will enter the floor? It will simply be the area of this big floor divided by the area of the individual tiles. So the area of the big floor is what? We converted so that we can have meter square over meter square. If you divide this, you get your answer. And what's the easiest way to divide?
Move your point and add zeros.
Yeah, just move your point and add zeros. So how many places should I move my point? Down here.
2 and add.
So I also move add 2 zeros here. So it will be 1 0 0 0 0 over 4. By moving your point 2 places is 4. Then moving these 2 places, you have 2 zeros there. 2 here.
1.
2 here.
4.
Should I use 4 directly or 2?
Yeah.
4 here.
1.
4 here.
2 remainder.
4 into 20.
5.
Into this.
0. 0.
So 2,500 tiles will fit into that floor. 2,500 tiles. Listen, the concept, the principles remain the same. They can change the figure, but the principles remain the same. Get the area of the big stuff they want to fill with whatsoever. Then get what they're using to fill it. Find the area to divide, and you get your answer. It will always be that way, anytime. Number 13, solve for me. This is simple. You can get it. Everybody should get this. Please solve. Read together, please. 1 minute. Wow, this video will be very long, about 2 hours. I never thought we'd stay up to 2 hours solving these questions. We're taking a long time. Carry, remove that your hands. Carry, remove that your hands. Keep your book on your decks. Remove your hands. Remove this hand. Put it here. Let me be seeing. Yes. Let me be seeing your work. Look at the answer. I've already gotten it, Oga. Okay, everybody read the question. So we're looking for radius while giving the circumference. Company, marvelous. What's the formula for calculating circumference of a circle? They will ask you circumference. You'll be answering for area. What's your neighbor's name? What's your name? Rukia, thanks for reminding me. What's the formula for calculating the circumference of a circle? Let me see your face. Prince, please. Circumference of a circle. What's the formula? Sit down. Very good. 2 of you stand up. Stand up. Ask the question. You answer what I don't understand. Yes, Kome. Formula for calculating circumference of a circle. Sit down. 2 of you stand. Kobono quadratic
Equation.
This number what? Circumference of a circle.
2 pi
Listen. Be confident at what you know. Be confident at what you know. I forgot. I would have asked herself. Let me see what she would have chosen. The disturbing people there, don't pay attention. The next question is coming to you. Be confident at what you know. Circumference of a circle will be circumference of a circle forever. Anytime you are asked, even in the university, to still be. It will still be what? It won't change. That you are coming into secondary school has not changed it. Are you guys hearing me? Yes. So there was no need to change your mouth. Why are you changing? It's still the same thing. You will come down to say it is 2 pi radius. Even if I was trying to pull your legs. No. 2 pi radius. So we're giving the circumference and we're looking for the radius. The circumference is what? 2. What is pi?
22 over 7
Cross multiply.
140.
You know I don't like what I just did. Right? What do you think I should do or I like doing? Oh God, thank you very much. 20 times 7. Most of you have understood. Sit down. The reason is because I will divide. Why am I multiplying? To make it more complex. I would divide. Why am I multiplying? So I will now divide both sides by what?
2 times 20.
Very good. Look here. So R becomes it's because of the scratch you guys have given to this thing. R becomes 20 times 7. 2 times 2, yeah? 2, yeah? So what do we have? 3 whole number what? 33. Meet Mr. Joe. So R is what? 3 whole number.
2 over 2.
Is it 1.8? What is it?
3.18 meters after
Okay, let's run. So run faster. Number 14.
Radius 10 centimeters at an area of 25 centimeters square. Calculate the angle at the center of the circle.
So we're looking at a sector. A sector, is it the shape of pizza or orange when you cut it? Which of them? Okay, so it's something of this form. Okay, now if this is a sector, look up. A sector of a circle has radius. The radius is what?
10 centimeters.
Which is something as this other side. Hope you know those are the radius. Has an area. The area of this sector is 25 centimeters square. We have to look for the angle. We have to look for this angle. So what's the area of a sector?
Theta over 5 square.
Yes. Area of a sector. Theta over.
360 times 5 radius square.
Don't forget, if it's circumference, it will be 2 pi radius. You know the difference, right?
Yes,
so the area I was given to us, is it 25?
Yes, sir.
We are looking for theta.
Theta over 360 times 2 over 5
10 times 10, which is 100, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we'll be needing calculator in this case, so we'll be faster. Theta will be what? 25. Cross multiply. Tell me.
360 times 27
Over what? Not 100.
2 times 100.
These two will cross multiply to this, then you divide to 22 and 100. Can somebody press for me?
Can we calculate it?
Yes, now just use calculator. Yes.
Yeah, I was telling you that they use essence.
No. Just as use calculator. No. There are some questions you must press calculator. Must. GS2. One of your conditions in GS2 is calculator. I know why I did not give you in GS1, even though 1 or 2 of you got. But for GS2, as September, as you are resuming, you must have a calculator. There are some questions you can't solve by cancelling. You must press calculator. Are you hearing? Are you hearing?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Fred, press for us, please. No noise, no noise, no noise. Mm. 81,000. Sorry? 28 points. Okay, so the angle is 28.64. It's 28.6, option D. So everybody solve it. Solve it, solve it, solve it, solve it, solve it, please. Solve it quick. The major thing here is the formula. Yes, now, to remind you of what the sector is. Have we solved it? Sit down and focus. Faithfulness. Are you following? Why the noise? I went to the market the weekend before the road primary GS3 exams. Come and see GS3 students buying calculator that day. Casio. Give me Casio calculator. In my presence, I saw over 8 persons come to buy calculator in that bookshop, and I did not stay there for so long. The question I asked myself is, how come it is few hours to your exam? That's when you're buying calculator. How will you know how to press it? You are supposed to have started pressing it since, so that you master how to press it before the exam day. So that's why you must have your calculator in GS2. So I have GS2 to learn how to press it. Listen, if you have a Casio calculator, which is what I'm demanding, you can do wonders with it. You see that simultaneous equation you are solving for 1 minute. You just press it like this. In 5 seconds, it will tell you S is this, Y is this. You see those quadratic equations you are solving in 1 minute. As you put S square, you put 3. S value, you put 2. Then the constant, you put 5 or minus 5. As you say equal to, It will tell you S1, S2 to give the two answers for S. But I am not introducing. Listen, I'm not introducing it to you guys, or I did not introduce to you guys early because I want you to first learn the normal procedure so that you not be spoiled by calculator. And if you notice JS1 in your list, I did not put calculator because I want you to buy it in JS2. It was on purpose. I didn't forget it. So you have to learn how to do it normally first, so that when you are pressing the calculator, it makes sense to you. Next question.
What is the distance of a chord of length 8 centimeters? But the center of a circle of radius 9 centimeters.
Find the distance of a chord of length 8 centimeters from the center. The distance of a chord from the center. The distance of a chord from the center. The distance of a chord from the center. No, it's not diameter. The distance of a chord from the center. Oh no. The distance of a chord from the center. The distance of a chord from the center. Now, if this is the center of the circle, yes, and this is the chord. Hope you know that's a chord. A chord is not a diameter. It cuts a circle at 2 points, but it doesn't cut it at the center. If it cuts at the center, it becomes the diameter. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So this is the chord. Now they said find the distance of this chord from the center of the circle. Please. From the center of the circle. Is this not the distance of the chord from the center of the circle? Talk to me.
Yes,
from the center of the circle, this is the distance from the center of the circle to the chord. So this is what they're asking for. Listen, or river. That's what they're asking for. They're asking for this distance. So let us look at what's given to us. The length of the chord is what?
8 centimeters.
So if the length of the chord is 8 centimeters, which is from here to here, this line will cut this chord into two. So here will be what?
4 centimeters.
And here will be what?
4 centimeters.
So make the length of the chord 8, right?
Yes, sir.
What else was given to us?
Radius.
From the center of the circle of radius.
5 centimeters.
How can we get radius? From the center to the circumference, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Is it not?
Yes.
And we're told the radius is what?
5 centimeters.
Does this look like something familiar?
Yes.
What does it look like? A right angle triangle. So what does it now tell you to do? Thank you, it's 3, but there's something I want you to say now. Pythagoras theorem. Because for this to be a right angle, it's Ephraim that is even shouting it first. For this to be a right angle triangle, and here is 5, here is 4, here must be 3 using Pythagoras theorem. So this distance they're asking us to get is 3 centimeters using Pythagoras theorem. Do you understand the analysis?
Yes.
The major trick is for you to know what a chord is. When they say distance of the center to the chord, know what it represents. To also know that this distance divides the chord into 2 equal parts, so be 4 and 4. Then to know that this is the radius of the so there are some things you must know. And then using Pythagoras theorem you get here, which is 3. Please solve. Where is this mic now? Last it and send it down. Send it down. Come, put it at the center there, Hope. Be faster, Oga. See it. is to the center or to the center. The line is to the center. Next question, please.
Find the number of sides of the regular polygon whose interior angles are each 156.
Read again.
Find the number of sides of the regular polygon whose
Interior. Whose interior? Read again. Find the Okay. What's the formula for the interior angle, sum of interior angle of a regular polygon? Sum of interior angles of a regular polygon is what? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, listen. They didn't give you the sum of the angles. They gave you one angle. Each of the angle. You saw it in the question.
Yes.
They said, whose interior angles are each 156 degrees. Now, if they are each 156 degrees, listen up. What's the sum of angles for a hexagon, for example? For a hexagon, what's the sum of angles for a regular hexagon?
6.
Oh, I not asked you the number of sides. Sum of angles for a regular hexagon, if you add all the angles. 520. 720. I know. 720. Give me your marker. For a listen up. Let's count the number of sides.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For a regular hexagonal polygon, if you want to calculate the total number of angles inside, it will be n minus 2 times 180. N being the number of sides. So it will be what?
2 minus 2 times 180. 4 times 180 give us 720.
Give us what?
720.
So Carrie, you missed it. Is that what you said? Okay. So listen up. There's something I'm trying to show to you guys. This 720 degrees is the sum of. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So the individual angles will be what? If the sum is over 6, thank you. So that gives you what?
120.
All in degrees. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying that because in this question you were giving the individual angles. So if you are giving the individual angle like this and you want to get the sum of the angle, what should you do? Favor. If you are giving the individual angle 120 and you want to get the total angle, sum of angles, what should you do? Huh? What should you do? Oh, JS2, talk to me. What should you do? How can you from 120 get 720? Multiply by. Thank you very much, Ephraim. Let them be doing like they are not hearing me. Now, what does that 6 represent? So, irrespective of what the polygon is, faithfulness, whether it's an octagon or heptagon, if you give me the individual angle, like it says 108, for example, that the individual angle is 108, and you tell me it's a heptagon, I will just multiply it by 7 to get the total sum of angles in that heptagon. Or if you tell me it's an octagon, I'll just multiply what? To get the total number of angles in that. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So the same principle want to apply. If they told us that the angle, the individual angle is what were we told? 156. That is the magnetic brain. He saw the number and he still remembers it. 156 degrees times the number of sides will give you the sum of angles. Because it's the number of sides we are looking for. Do you understand what I just said? Oh God, I need you guys to think with me. Do you understand what I just said?
Yes, sir.
If we're given the total number of sides like 720, when I said 720 is equal to n minus 2 times 180. So now look for n, right?
Yes, sir.
But now we're not giving the sum of the interior angles of this polygon. We're giving the individual ones. So we must multiply it with n, or the number of sides. So you cannot say 160 is equal to 156 is equal to this. You say 156 times n is equal to that. So that gives us what? Faithfulness. Thank you very much. Talk to me. Characteristics this way turns to carry 156 that way comes to so good luck to solve it. Good. So it is a 15-sided shape, and what's the name? So solve it. So this is where we'll stop, because our recording has to stop here.
Okay, sir.
So Mr. Fred, what did we do yesterday? Huh?
Chapter 1 to chapter 4. Basically, the addition, subtraction of numbers, reciprocals, Roman figures, sequence. Which that one again? Difference of two squares.
Prime numbers.
Prime numbers. So you couldn't finish it. I gave them as assignments. J1.
Yes, no.
Finish it up at home.
We saw complementary and supplementary angles.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did compare and supplementary angles.
Yes.